Welcome to the Man in the Kitchen. Today we're gonna make a delicious slow-cooked lamb belly and onions and turmeric. It is so easy but so good. We're gonna fry that lamb belly, make it nice and crisp. We're gonna cook some onions with turmeric. They're gonna be this beautiful golden color. We're gonna slow cook everything together in white wine, and it's gonna come out as this delicious curry. So good, so easy. Let's go. We won't need much here in terms of ingredients. I got some lamb belly over there. Then I have about 4 or 5 onions, some dry rosemary, and turmeric. The main part of the prep is just going to be slicing up our lamb belly. It could be a bit stringy, so make sure you have a nice sharp knife, and then just cut it into pieces of about 3 inches or so. It's going to reduce in size because we're going to slow cook it for some time. The only other thing we gotta do is just prep our onions, so we're gonna peel them and slice them into half circles. Our prep is done. Off to the stove we go. We're gonna start by placing the lamb belly on a warmish or cold frying pan, and we're gonna heat the frying pan up together with the belly to render out some of that fat. This is how I do it in all of my other videos, and it lets us grease up the pan with that delicious lamb fat. After about 5 to 10 minutes, the pan should be sizzling, and you can start flipping the lamb belly on the other side and get it also crusted. You should see this nice golden color. We're not trying to get it burnt, so if it's not quite there yet, just leave it on the other side until it gets to it. Once it got some color on both sides, we're going to remove this batch and go in with our next one. We're doing this in batches because we don't want the meat to stew, we want it to fry. And if we were to put all of it in, it would release too much water and end up kind of baking in its own vapor. So in this case, we got about 2 or 3 batches, and we're just going to go through all our meat in this way. After the last batch, we're just going to remove all the meat and go in with our onions. I've also added a bit more oil just because I felt like the frying pan was a bit dry. And at this point, we're just going to fry the onions until they start getting translucent and starting to get to that golden color. Just as they started to get soft, we're going to go ahead with about a teaspoon or a spoon of turmeric. This is our main spice for this dish, and it's also going to give it that beautiful golden color. After a few more minutes, we're going to add back the meat and mix it all up and let everything kind of integrate and set in together. We're gonna follow this up with about a teaspoon of dry rosemary and then salt and pepper to taste. So next up is our whole crushed garlic. All I did here was slice the entire clove across, not even peel it, throw it in. It's gonna integrate, bake, and release all its flavor. Once everything had a chance to integrate and set in together, we're gonna add about a glass of white wine, just enough to cover it about 3/4 of the way through. Finally, once the wine came up to a simmer, we're gonna put it into a 320-degree oven, as is, uncovered, for about an hour and a half. And that's it. After about 2 hours in the oven, it's gonna come out looking like this curry jelly thing. The lamb is gonna be super soft. It's all gonna melt in your mouth. It is absolutely delicious. I really hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you gave it a try, leave your thoughts in the comments, and until next time.